The writing screen is where some basic options for writing posts and pages are set. Size of the post box sets the size of the text editor box. Changing this will decrease or increase the default size of that editor box. Checking the Convert Emoticons formatting box will turn the text and symbol smileys into graphic smileys. The graphics used here were loaded in an image folder when WordPress was installed. Uncheck this box and the smileys will remain text and symbols. Check this box and WordPress will check for valid XHTML code. Invalid XHTML code may cause problems in some browsers. Initially, you may want to leave this unchecked, since some plugins you add later may not work with this box checked. The next choices are default settings for categories used in WordPress, post categories and link categories, and for the default post format setting. If you don't assign a category, then it will be placed in the category that is set as the default here. These can be changed later if needed. The default post category is set to uncategorized. Any categories you add will be listed to the drop-down, and this default can be changed as needed. Post format is referring to the list of formats in the Format module on the Add New Post screen. The default is for standard format, but you can change that default by selecting from the drop-down box. Formats are explained in more detail in the Add New Post video. Links are external links to other sites from your site and are created and managed in the Links admin panel. A link category called Blog Role, which contains links to various WordPress-related sites, is set as the default. As you create new link categories, they'll be added to the drop-down and you can change the default from that list. Press This is an application that runs in the browser and it allows information to be taken directly from another website for writing a post. You can even publish directly to your site using this application. Press This is explained in more detail in the Available Tools video. Post via email is an optional function. With this option, you can set your site to publish emails as post. It requires a separate dedicated email address used specifically for this purpose. If you use this option, then any email from that account will be posted to your site. So this email information should be kept very secure. 3 random strings are generated for use as passwords if you use this option. Unless you have a specific need for this, you can just leave these settings as they are. The next 2 boxes enable the Atom Publishing Protocol, or one of the XML-RPC protocol publishing applications used for posting directly from a desktop client or remote website. These are off by default and should remain off unless you're using an application that requires these protocols, such as the Foxfire plugin ScribeFire. ScribeFire requires the XML-RPC protocol box to be checked. Update services is a list of the various services that are used to send a ping or an echo request each time you create or update a post. Ping-O-Matic is the default service and it notifies different search engines that your site has been updated. More services can be added to this list to help increase your site visibility. A list of suggested services can be found by clicking the Update Services link. To use the Update Services feature, the Allow Search Engines to Index this Site button under the Privacy settings must be checked. If the Ask Search Engines not to index this site is selected, then the Update Services box will not be active. Remember to click the Save Changes button to save any changes before leaving the page.